Hey, it's Adam, Theros Media today, looking at National Grid. So National Grid is a power company in the New York area. And the keyword that we're looking at today is mini split installation costs. So this is a keyword in Huntington Beach, California, and they are in New York. So you can kind of see the discrepancy there. Anywho, besides location targeting, location targeting, you should only be targeting people in the locations that you serve. And it doesn't look like you serve people in the California area. It looks like it's all on the East Coast. So, and this is even a New York, upstate New York page. So, location targeting is your best friend, especially if you're paying for ads. Don't spend your budget around the United States and then you have nothing to show for it. I guess for this one, it's an energy company that have a ton of money, so they're not really worried about it that much. But contractors, location targeting is your best friend. You can even do radius location targeting in your area. I know a lot of contractors do radius services, so they only service people within 25 miles of their headquarters or however they do it. Radius targeting is your best friend on Google. You can even do radius targeting in your display ads too. So make sure you target locations that you only serve. So for here, they're advertising for mini split installation cost and they're advertising for rebates. So I'm not entirely sure why they're doing that. The ad doesn't really match the keyword. So you're advertising for rebates for installation costs. People are looking for mini split calculators, cost per month, how much it takes to run, that type of thing. It costs to install mini splits. So not really looking for rebates. If they were looking for rebates, I would say this is a good ad, but it's not. Your ad doesn't really match the keyword, but your ad does match your landing page. So keyword pruning is going to be your best friend here. Taking out keywords that aren't working for you, bidding on search terms that are based on the keywords that they're showing up for is going to be extremely helpful. Back in September, with the contractor, we help contractors 15x their spend, but this one's dramatic. $2,500 in ad spend, $89,000 in revenue, which is 38 times their spend. So it's one of the more dramatic results that we've gotten so far with keyword pruning, and that's not the biggest one. That's just the most recent one. So make sure that you are spending your budget on what you need to be spending it on. I can't stress it enough that only being on keywords that are helpful to your advertising is extremely important. It can help you double your sales. Within a month. Actually, within a week or two, we've taken contractors from bidding on, we've taken new accounts over. They've been advertising for a while. We help them double their advertising response by their landing pages and then double their advertising again in revenue. It was bringing it back to them based on the keywords they were bidding on. So it's definitely helpful. Doubling is nothing for keyword pruning. So definitely helpful. All right. So let's see if it doesn't look like they are tracking their keywords either. Actually, yes, they are. So they have UTM tracking set up, which is good. UTM tracking New York Electric. Looks like this was a call ad, or supposed to be in the call ad campaign. Page search term, mini splits. So I wouldn't bid on mini splits specifically for you. Like I said, you can show up for almost anything inside the mini split keyword. You should focus yours more on rebates. People are probably bidding on rebates in your area, especially in New York. I know they have great rebates. Mitsubishi has great rebates in New York. New York State has great rebates for mini split installations. And I know New Jersey does as well. And it looks like you serve New Jersey. Actually, it doesn't look like you do. If I click view all, you might. But New Jersey has huge rebates. I'm guessing New York does as well. So rebates are the keywords you want to search for. Keyword pruning is going to be your best friend here. You do have Facebook Pixel installed. See if I click on this. Does it do anything? Click around. Looks like, let's see. It doesn't look like it's tracking automatically. So you don't have the new Facebook Pixel installed. The new Facebook Pixel tracks clicks on your website automatically. You can set up different conversions on it with what you see is what you get editor. So reinstalling the Facebook Pixel to the new Pixel so it can track everything on your website automatically for you would be extremely helpful. It can even cross domains. So this one is a new domain, but it's on your same. It's just subdomain on your own domain. You can cross track domains as well. So installing a new Facebook pixel in your setup is definitely going to be helpful for you. It's not going to do much in terms of your advertising unless you set up different audiences with the updated tracking that it gives you. All right. So your Facebook page, you're a big company, so your Facebook page is updated pretty frequently, which is great. You're doing once a day, which is good. And your advertising on Facebook, which is good as well. Let's see if you're doing rebates. Advertising specific to remarketing, and it doesn't look like you are. Usually it pulls in data pretty quickly. All right, rebates. I don't see rebates on any of this. Rebates. So no, you're not remarketing for your rebates. So if you're spending money on AdWords, you should be remarketing on Facebook and around the web for those specific keywords. So the best way to do that is drop a pixel on the page, your landing page. Oh yeah, build a landing page. This is not a landing page. This goes to one of your website pages. Landing pages, get rid of the header, get rid of the sidebar here, and only show what you want people to do. So if you're here, you want people to apply for a rebate, download a copy. So this goes right to a PDF. It doesn't even ask for my information. So be able to capture someone's information in some way on your landing page, and then build a landing page around what you want them to do. So I'm not entirely sure what you want people to do on this page. Maybe it's download a copy of the Clean Heat Incentives program or the rebate program. If you want them to download something, have them give you their email information. It's better for them as well because they get a copy of whatever they're downloading inside their email. So they can download it here, just have them sign up to send them information, send them this information. So if you're advertising for this, send them that. All right, so landing page, and then remarketing to that specific landing page based on what you're advertising for in Google. So you're advertising for rebates, having a rebate specific remarketing campaign built around your AdWords campaign is extremely helpful for conversions. You'll get low cost conversions and you'll get high quality people. Usually people have a problem with the Facebook leads they get because they don't think they're high quality enough, which isn't usually true. I've been doing advertising, or we've been doing advertising for about 5 years now for contractors only. The last 2 years, I was inside, had an agreement to buy a contracting business. Didn't work out the way we hoped, but I was working inside as a general manager for a contractor, and the Facebook leads converted very highly when I was running sales. It takes a little more work than what you're probably used to. You're probably used to referrals, and referrals are pretty easy to close. Leads from people who don't know you at all is usually the most difficult to close, and usually contractors aren't set up for it. So this can help you narrow down and bring in higher quality, quote unquote, leads for you if you market to people who've already seen your ads on Google or seen your landing pages. That's one of the better ways to do it. And on Facebook, even if you are advertising, if you're running lead forms, I recommend an automation campaign, some semi-automated campaign to follow up with people to get them to book with you. So that should be pretty simple. That's pretty much it. Advertising your location. So make sure your location targeting is where you want it to be. You're advertising California, but you're in New York and you don't service California. So make sure that doesn't happen. 2, keyword pruning. It's going to be your best friend, especially if you're not producing the required results for your advertising. Everything, even for big companies, should be tied back to an objective. Maybe it's not So for small companies, it has to be usually a revenue objective. For bigger companies, sometimes isn't that. Sometimes you want to get information out there and you have the budget to do it. So, so use that advertising in the way you want to, but it should be tied to an advertising objective. So one of the better things you can do is to build a list of people who are interested in your offer. And if you wanted to, I'm sure you probably have a service company somewhere. So you can build a list for your service company who are interested in rebates for whatever specific thing this is. This happens to be mini split. So I build a rebate, interested mini split rebate list. Advertise a list about the installations you do or the cost for installations or what have you, because people are usually looking for rebates before they install something. They want to make sure that they're getting the biggest bang for their buck. They're not looking for rebates afterwards. So they haven't installed anything yet. They're looking for rebates on that thing they are thinking about installing. It's good for you to probably build a list of people who are interested in rebates who haven't installed a system yet, who are possibly interested in installing. This is further down the steps of people who are interested in installing stuff. So building a list, having this go out to a lead form to capture the email, then send them the incentive list is going to be extremely helpful for you. It can probably save you a ton of money on advertising later on because you already have those people targeted or in your list for free. Not free, but low cost emails, very, very low cost compared to all the other advertising. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully you make more money with it, and we'll talk to you soon.